Yo, Keo, I
Mhm.
was watching what was a Secret Level, and they had an
Yes.
episode on Warhammer 40,000, right? I see this all
Yeah.
the time. So where I live,
Yeah.
there is a
Mhm.
Warhammer store right next to the coffee shop.
Yeah.
I had no
I got one by
idea.
me too, yeah.
Do you have a Warhammer near you?
Yeah, yeah, this one by me too.
Okay, so I had no idea what Warhammer was. I walked into the store, it's all these
I've
figures,
never
board
been
game,
inside the
everything
store.
else. So I come home. This is last year. So I come home and I'm like,
Mhm.
what is Warhammer? Let me check this out. I go on YouTube because it's a lot of video gameplay on YouTube.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm watching hours. Like look, Keo, listen. I'm not playing around, right? When
Yeah,
I
yeah,
say
same, same.
when I say
Absolutely
that
same.
day, I started watching hours of live gameplay of
Yeah.
Warhammer 40,000 and everything else. Only thing
Mhm.
I kept saying to myself, I said, okay, would you have rather wanted to watch a live action Halo or a live action Warhammer?
Okay, this is a very tough question because 'cause I'm a huge Halo fan. Like,
Hmm.
I own a lot of Halo games. I played them for a long time.
Hmm.
Um, but I will say this: the Warhammer universe and the lore and everything that because this is the thing we barely just discovered it. We're scratching the surface
Just
of it.
discovered it.
I've I've ordered books, all right, and I may even buy some figurines just to have them. I'm not gonna play, but I just want to have them just because. So we're a novice in this thing. I'm down with the Warhammer. Here's the thing about it too.
Hmm.
There's different factions. There's a guy, I think his name's Major Kill or something like that. He did a breakdown, and I watched this other guy as Bigsby or something. I forgot what it was. But he did like a hour long breakdown of what it is, how it got started, how the whole thing works. He's not even the game; it's just the lore of the whole thing.
Hmm.
And I sat down, I watched it, and I'm like, I have my head like I have my hands on my head like this. I'm just like, yo, what the hell is this? This is awesome.
Yeah.
This is everything I love in a movie series or a book or whatever. I'm like, how are you guys not printing money out of this? I don't get it. This is the thing that once I really start watching and understanding what the hell is going on, I started getting mad. I was upset. I'm like, "You
Why
guys
isn't
are
this on
squandering
TV?
this. How? How is there not Warhammer animation and Warhammer movies
Yeah.
and whatever?" There's a guy, he did the a Stardays, he did like a little clip. It's like 4 or 5 years ago, and it's basically he did it himself. I forgot what the dude's name is. I apologize to you, whoever he sees. I'm sorry, but like he made the animation for it by himself. And it took him a couple years to make it, whatever. And it is phenomenal. He's the one that was involved in the TV show on Amazon.
Okay.
That's why it looks so good because he's the
It
guy that
looks
did that.
it looks like the video game,
Yeah,
literally.
yeah, it looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
That Amazon thing looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
So he did this by himself, and then the company that owns his workshop, Gears, his game workshop or something like that, they own Warhammer. They just bought up all the rights to everything he did and told them sit down and relax. And this is why nothing ever gets done. I've I've been reading comments and stuff like that, and it's baffling to me how nobody's made anything out of this. Because you gotta think about this, right?
Mhm.
There's the Warhammer factions, the brothers or the whatever, I forgot what you call them. And I apologize, everybody. I
We're
forgot what
new
you
to
call
this,
them.
but we love it.
Yeah, the brothers, whatever
Mhm.
the brothers of
Yeah.
the sons. All right. They're they have the factions of it, and there's different types of factions. They have vampire factions. They got black guy factions, the salamanders, which I'm like, oh, this is awesome. They have Asian dudes. They have factions for that. They have like the guys who do magic. Like there's so many factions, whatever. But like they're fighting demons and monsters and robots and all this aliens, all this other stuff around the universe. And the concept of it is so awesome because it's literally everything that you ever want and everything, right? you have giant dudes that are they're robots or they're
or
robots,
mexed
but
up
you
in
have
their mech
giant
suits. Yeah,
giant messed up soldiers,
yeah.
and they're fighting zombies, aliens, robots, whatever you want. You pick a thing that you like. They're fighting that over there. They got what's the thing? There's like these animals or whatever that's like these aliens.
Oh, dude, those joints are so annoying. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So like you have like this alien species that's like a locust thing that's flying in there.
Yeah.
Then
Mhm.
you have the alien gods. Like there's so much stuff in here with the lore. I mean, I've sat for months. I would say for months. Whenever the Amazon thing out came out, I've been watching clips and videos about Warhammer since then.
Yeah.
I'm subscribed to like 5 or 6 channels now
Mhm.
at this point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy figurines. I may even play. I don't even know. But I'm just saying, like, I've been immersed into this thing. And the fact that you were like, oh yeah, I've been immersed to it too. I'm like, yo, this makes so much sense.
Mhm.
This
But
makes so much sense
let
that
me
we
ask.
both like the same thing like that.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Let me ask you this though.
Mhm.
Okay. So I've never played. I think I played Halo, the video game, once or twice, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I watched the movie or the series, and I'm like, you know what? This series, I don't think it's that great because,
It's ass cheeks, right?
yeah,
It's
because
bad.
it's like, you mean to tell me you can't make something fly that's a video game? So the question I want to
That's the
ask you,
fear.
yeah, the question I want to
Yeah.
ask you is this here.
Mhm.
Maybe the Warhammer people is not releasing anything like an anime series.
They're
Well, they
scared.
did a little short film with the secret level
Yeah,
joint.
there's clips.
Yeah, mhm,
There's lots of short clips
yeah.
and there's
Mhm.
video games. But that's
Maybe,
it. That's all you
maybe,
get.
right? Maybe they're not doing that because they want this to be sort of like really exclusive. And it's like, you know what? If you want to get into this, you got to like come in. Man, listen, you go to the Warhammer like store,
Yeah, no,
dude,
it's real. It's
they
real,
have
man.
they have nights where it's like 50, 60, 70 people in the store playing
Yeah.
Warhammer, coming with their
Yeah.
figurines and everything.
Yeah. No, this is the thing. I've seen it. I walked past it a bunch of times. I was like, all right, what these guys doing over here? I'm like, all right, whatever, man. Um, it's very real a possibility that they're like, we do not want Hollywood involved.
Right.
And as a newbie, and this is not my thing, all right? So I can't dictate how I think it should happen, whatever. But like the stuff I've seen about the lore and some of the stuff I've looked at from the books, or whatever, I'm like, this is one of the greatest stories that's ever happened in history for as far as things that guys like. You put everything that guys like and you put it into a game. You got aliens, you got robots, you got everything. The things that guys like. And you're like, we're gonna make it more awesome. We're gonna put magic in there and warp magic with all this stuff, and then demons and all those other things in there. And then we're not gonna do anything with it. I'm like, what? That's the part I don't get. Like, I get the we don't want Hollywood to ruin it. I know. I think it's 2 years ago. You know the Superman Henry Cavill.
Mhm.
He's actively trying to make the TV series right now for Amazon. They bought the rights,
For
or they
Warhammer.
got permission for Warhammer.
Ooh.
Henry Cavill. That's what I'm saying. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's literally perfect. Henry Cavill doing Warhammer, everything, because he's a big fan of it. He's been playing it since a little kid. He's been playing with it in England
Mhm.
because Warhammer is huge in England.
Yeah.
Apparently, I didn't even know that, but apparently it's huge over there. It's just
Mhm.
like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. But like
Wow.
Henry Cavill is a purist and he's a super fan of all this stuff. So I have high hopes that they can actually get this thing off the ground. Because what I was hearing about, there's beef. I don't say beef. There's a discussion between the owners of I think it's Game Workshop, the owners of Warhammer, and then Amazon and Henry, and he's just writing the script and trying to get this thing hammered out so they can actually do it. But like, there's huge interest. Especially, here's the thing: lots of people came to this thing because of that secret level thing.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
I have to say, I've watched that secret level like 10, 15 times. Like,
Yeah.
just gone back,
And
like,
it-
this is what
and
let
dude,
me
and
just
it's a
watch
shorty.
it.
It's only like what, 15 minutes
It
long? It's shorty.
it's short.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there watching this thing of like, holy crap.
Dude,
I
it's
would pay
awesome.
money to see this in a theater.
I
In
would
IMAX?
listen. I'm gonna tell you this, and I was about to do this. I was about to go see the
Mhm.
Mission Impossible. I was about to go see that. I was
Yeah.
thinking about seeing that in
I
the
watched
theaters.
it. I watched it. It was great. It's a
Dude,
spectacular.
if
It's
this
great.
joint if this joint was released in the theater first, I would go see it. I
Yes.
would go to
This
like
is the
those the theaters that have the leather seats, you can
Yeah,
recline in
yeah,
them,
yeah.
get the
The
drinks and
VIP
everything.
joints.
Yeah.
That's the only theaters I go to is the VIP. But like
Mhm.
as a fan of sci-fi and this kind of stuff,
I want this.
you put everything I love into a property. I'm like, I don't understand how it's taking me so long to find this out. Like, I'm mad. I should have been playing tabletop as a kid, right? This is upsetting. Be painting and everything. Yo, I'm upset that it took me this long in my life before I got around to Warhammer. Honestly, it bothers me because this thing is friggin'
It's
awesome.
fire, man. Let me ask you this here, and then we're gonna wrap it
Hmm.
up.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think that the two seasons of Halo that they released, do you think
Mhm.
that those did anything positive for the video game?
No, I think it damaged. I think it damaged it because they're
And
supposed to have a game out soon, and it's
right,
not out yet. They're still
exactly.
working on it.
And they were like, "Hey, we're coming out with season 3." Then it's like, "Oh, actually we canceled the show." Right?
Yeah, yeah. It's another thing too. Warhammer is going to be expensive. Like, it's an expensive show.
So,
It's going to cost money.
and I was about
They wasted money on Lord of the Rings, the
mhm.
Wheel of Time, Halo. There's a bunch of stuff that
They-
was super
you don't like the Wheel
expensive.
of Time?
They threw that thing in. They canceled it. They just canceled it.
They
Amazon
just
was like,
gave
"Oh
us a
hell no, we can't do this."
dude. They just
Yeah, they
gave us a
just
second
canceled Wheel of
season.
Time. Yeah, they just canceled it. So I'm saying, like,
Stop
from
it.
Amazon's perspective, they're like, "Oh hell no, we can't put money." But like, from what I understand about Warhammer, this property is enormous. It is huge.
I think
And then
that
once you find out about it, you're like, "Oh man,
yeah,
like sign me up. Let me get more of this."
I think that Amazon did good by purchasing the Expanse and like giving us an additional 4 seasons,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, they've done good.
I think
They've done
that
good.
I think that there are probably two companies that
Mhm.
can do this really well and give us like seasons and seasons and seasons, like 5, 6, 7 seasons. I think that
Which is
would
what I
be
want.
Apple
That's what I want.
TV. And I think if Amazon just like really got into it, they can do it. Netflix can do it too. But a lot of
Yeah.
times Netflix is like, well, how much does that
I don't
cost? Well,
care.
let's give it to
Here's
that,
the
and
thing.
it's just like,
The For the Warhammer people, and I'm speaking on your behalf, I want this thing as pure as
yes,
possible,
me too.
as close to the source material as physically
Yeah.
possible. And I think Henry's the right guy to do it. He's Superman, man. Let this guy cook. I think he's the right guy to do it. But like honestly, I want but from what I've seen, and I've ordered books, all right? I'm not even kidding about this. I've ordered book. I'm trying to read the Horus Heresy, all 50 books or whatever. It's like, I don't know if I'm gonna read all 50, but I'm it's insane what's going on here. I'm gonna maybe get to the basics of what's going on here, but I want to read it, the Horus Heresy and some other stuff. But like good God, man. How do you have you gotta think of this is like the most purest form of things that guys like.
Mhm.
They're like, we're gonna put Budweiser into a can, and here you go to the masses. Here you go, drink this up. This is the purest entertainment that guys like, and the only way this works is if they do not muddle this up and just let these guys do it exactly how it's supposed to be. That's the only way. And here's the thing: the beautiful thing about Warhammer is the Astartes. You barely see these guys. There's only like a million of them. The galaxy's enormous.
Yeah.
About how many people you don't even need to put them in the show. Just have the show of regular soldiers.
Yeah.
Just up fighting aliens. Good to go.
And a lot of
Boom.
times
That's right.
they just drop one, person on a
Yeah, it's
planet.
one or two on a
That's
planet.
it,
That's it.
dude.
That's all you get.
So yo,
Bro, the
listen.
more I hear about this, the more I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
Like they dropped one on a planet and said, yo, destroy
Yes.
this planet, right? So yo, before we get up out of here, people who are watching, right?
Mhm.
If you know something that we need to watch when it comes to Warhammer, drop
Yes.
that in the comments because I think
Books?
that books,
Yes.
video
Books,
channels,
videos. Yeah,
short
you
films,
put that in the
put that in
I'm
the
watching. I don't
comments.
even know if I'm watching is good or not. I don't
Right,
know.
exactly.
I don't know. I'm coming from this of I don't know anything about this. And Basil safe that you don't know anything about this. Coming in pure. Tell me what books to read that are interesting. And if there's any books about salamanders, I rock with that. And what's the Ultramarines? I like those too. The blue joints. I like those guys too.
Yeah.
So anything about those guys, and I think the Space Wolves. I forgot who's running that. Whatever though, those groups.
Drop it in
I'm
the
down with that.
comments.
Drop the books in there. Let me
Let us
know.
know where we should go. Let us know how we should get the history. Oh, you know what? I bet you a really good place to go is there's probably a Warhammer subreddit. You know,
Yeah, there's definitely got to be
yeah.
Warhammer
So I'm
stuff.
gonna start there.
I
But if you're watching,
I'm in there.
yeah, if you're
That's the thing.
watching, drop
I'm
something in the comments. Let us know how we can
yes,
bubble up on this stuff because we would like to
yes.
I think we should
I would like to know.
I think we should cover this stuff, man. We should start doing a lot more videos about it, even if we're watching just gameplay and
Yeah.
everything. You know what I'm saying?
This is the I played a little bit of the I haven't had time, man. I've been so busy this summer. I played a little bit of the Space Marine game, and that thing's fun. It's
Wow.
very fun. It's awesome.
Wow.
I'll say that. I
Listen,
was like, we need more of this. This is great. Make another game, make a movie, make a TV show. Let's go. Warhammer, let's go.
again, Warhammer, if you got some information, drop it in the comments.
Mhm.
Well, there you have it. Thanks for checking out another episode of the Behind the Groove podcast. I am Basil Barrington.
I'm DJ Keo.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And until next time, peace.
All right.